What's up my friends, welcome back. Okay, before we even start, I have to say that this is far from the best gimbal project. But I really hope that this video will at least teach you something about how gimbals work and how to build one. But anyway, this is a first version, and I already have a list of improvements for future versions. So stay tuned for updates on my webpage. Below you will find the schematics, the codes and the 3D files if you want to improve this project yourself. What I wanted is to make a project based on this Tarot commercial gimbal that also uses servos. But for now, the speed of these servos is too slow, so I should use bigger gears and also improve a little bit the PID code. But I think this would be a good project to learn about low-cost gimbals based on servos. Before we start, make sure you click the subscribe button and the notification bell in order to see my future videos. And also, thanks to all my Patreons. So guys, let's get started. This video is sponsored by GLC PCB, a PCB manufacturer that could give you services for PCB prototyping from 2 up to 6 layers. I use their services all the time for my projects, and I obtain a professional finished look. Check their new website design, create an easy user account, upload your Gerbers files, and order PCBs for very low prices. What's up my friends, welcome back. Before we make this project, I have to say that I've used servos since these are easy to control and they have high torque. To improve precision of the servo motors, I've used some gears, as in this Tarot commercial gimbal. But that reduced the speed too much. In the future, I will try different sizes for the gears ratio and also different servos. I need high torque since I would like to use this gimbal with big cameras like this one. The project was not a big success, but here is how I've made it and how it works. The project will go like this. First, we build the frame of the gimbal with the plastic parts, some screws and tubes. Then we will add the electronics, such as the IMU module, the servo motors, a voltage regulator and the Arduino. Finally, we will see the code and see if it works. So let's begin with the frame construction. This is what you need for this. I've used some 2 cm PVC tubes like these ones, which probably aren't the best choice. You have a full part list for this project and all the dimensions below of this video. We will also need the 3D printed files. There are a lot of printed files. Using 3 printers at the same time, it took me around 10 hours to print all of them. Download the files and print each one. I've used PLA material, 0.4mm nozzle, 0.2mm layer height and the perimeter of 2 layers. We have plastic joints, gears, brackets and so on. We also need a lot of 3mm screws, nuts and washers. We will also need 3 bits of 8mm screws like these ones and some nuts as well. 6 22mm bearings like these ones and 2 servo motors. I've used the Futaba S3003 servo motors since these have quite some torque. We will also need some GD2 belts and probably some glue. And that's it for the frame, so let's begin. I will first mount the X-axis of the gimbal. For that we need a 20 cm long PVC tube with an 8mm hole exactly in the middle. Then we need 2 of these printed plastic couplers and 2 more PVC tubes of 9 cm. Now that we have these parts, we start by adding 3mm screws and washers to the plastic couplers. Don't tighten them too much. Now we should have 2 pieces like this. Now take the 20 cm long PVC tube and insert it into the plastic couplers, followed by the other 2 smaller tubes. Make sure that the hole is in the middle and parallel to the smaller tubes, and then you could tie the screws. Now you should have something like this with the hole exactly in the middle. Later we will pass an 8mm screw through that hole. Next we need 2 plastic tips that will support the bearings later. Join those together, add the screws, washers and nuts, and then we can insert the other side of the small PVC tubes into these parts. Make sure that the parts are straight and then tie the screws. Now we have the X-axis and it's time to add the pulleys with the bearings and make the swing that will move. Get one of the big 3D printed gears and pass the 8mm screws and tie the nuts hard on one end. I've placed 2 more nuts as a spacer between the bearing and the gear. Pass the bearing, put one bearing on the other side of the printed part, and then you can tie the nut. Make sure it can move with no problems. On the other side of the gimbal, with a smaller 8mm screw, once again pass the bearings and tie 2 nuts on each side and make sure that the screw could rotate freely. Now we have both sides of the x-axis. It's time to add the swing. For that we need these 3D printed parts. Place the part on the 8mm screws and tie the nut onto the other side. Now do the same for the other side of the gimbal, and it's time to join these parts together. For that we will use a 15 cm long PVC tube and pass it through the printed parts. Then you could tie the screws and the swing is ready. Finally, once again make sure that it could move and that the parts are straight. Now let's put the x-axis aside and let's start with the y-axis. For that we need 2 more PVC tubes, another plastic 3D printed joint, and this tip for the y-axis bearings. Add the screws to the plastic joint and join the tubes one perpendicular to the other and create a T shape. Now on the other side of the tube I place the bearings holder for the roll movement. Tie the screws of all the parts, and now it's time to join the 2 axes together. Get the other big gear and once again pass the 8mm screw through the hole and tie the nut so it couldn't move. Place a bearing, place the screw to the plastic part and add another nut. Now pass the screw to the hole onto the PVC tube and then place another nut on the other side. Rotate the screw till you get to the other side of the plastic part and place another bearing. Finally, tight another screw and the 2 parts are joined together. Make sure you will tie the screws very well on the tube with the hole so it won't move. I've also placed a little bit of hot glue to be sure that it won't slip. And that's it, the body of the gimbal is ready, and it could move for the roll and pitch axis. Now let's add the servo motors. For that you will need these 2 motor supports. The servo motors, the small gears, the GT2 belts and some M3 screws. To make the belts, I've measured the distance and glued these belts like this together and make a closed loop using rubber glue. Pass the servo motor through the plastic support and then place the support on the gear side of the gimbal. Add the gear and the belt. Tension a little bit the belt and then you could tie the screws and the roll axis is done. We do the same for the pitch axis and finally we add the camera stand printed part and now the body is really complete. It's time to add the electronics. All we need is an IMU module, which once again is the MPU 6050. One Arduino Pro Mini or the Nano. One battery, wires and the buck converter in order to get 5 volts. I know that the Arduino has a voltage regulator, but that can provide enough current for the servo motors, and the voltage range of these motors is from 4.8 volts to 6 volts. Follow this schematic for this project, which you could download from below. I placed the electronics and the battery on this side of the gimbal, since the other side already has the heavy gears, servos and the big screws. I solder wires to the IMU module and glue it here on this tube on the side of the camera stand. Then I glue the Arduino on the left side of the gimbal, and I pass all the wires here from the IMU module and the servos, following the schematic. I also soldered the buck converter and set it to 5 volts before I connect it to the Arduino. I have these pins that will be plugged to the 7.4 volts output from the battery, and the entire circuit is now supplied. The gimbal should be ready for the code. Now, as I said before, this is far from the best gimbal, but should be a good project to learn how these things work. Download the gimbal code from below and open it into the Arduino IDE. Please read all the comments in the code for all the details line by line, but it goes like this. First, we read the gyro data. Then we read the acceleration and we apply a filter and get the X and Y angles in degrees. Once we have the angles, we create the PID control for roll and pitch and constrain the values between -90 degrees and 90 degrees. Finally, we write a PWM signal for the servo motors connected on pin D3 and D5, and that's it. I had to tune a little bit the PID values in order to make this move correctly. For now, the code doesn't include a joystick control, but I will add that in a future version. A basic gimbal should work like this. You move the gimbal in the roll direction so the IMU module will detect the angle change. Then the PID will rapidly react to that movement and it will change the angle of the servo motors to counter the angle change and keep the gimbal in the desired angle. It should also have a joystick so we could set the desired angle, but in today's project that will be always 0, so the gimbal will always be horizontal. Okay, so upload the code and as I said before, well, this version doesn't work quite well. I mean, it reacts to the movements, but first of all the servo motors are a little bit slow. So I would need a bigger gear connected to the servo in order to increase the speed, but that would lower the precision so the movement won't be so smooth. Also, the servos are a little bit noisy. The movement of the gimbal seems quite good, but because the servos are slow, I can't keep the camera steady if I move it very fast, but I think this could be improved. Other things that I could improve are the maximum angles that it could move. Right now, with this version, I could only move around 30 or 40 degrees for the roll axis and around 90 degrees for the pitch axis, since the tubes will touch the plastic parts. I will try to improve all of these and also the code, so stay tuned for future updates on my webpage electronoobs.com. I share all the schematics, the codes and all the parts below of this video if you want to improve this yourself. I've tried to adapt this Tarot commercial servo gimbal, but my version is not that good, and sorry for that. But I hope you learned a little bit how gimbal works and how you could build one even it's only for learning purposes. Once again, stay tuned for future updates and make sure you check all the links below of this video. I hope that you learned something new, and if so, don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell for future videos. Also, click the like button like crazy and share this video with your friends. And remember, if you consider helping my projects, check my Patreon page as well. Thanks again and see you later, guys.